The language of checks and signatures. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Money Magic series. Every signature is a spell. What are you binding when you write your name? Most people think of signing checks, contracts, or receipts as paperwork. But in truth, signatures are rituals, and checks are spells written in financial language. When you scrawl your name, you aren't just authorizing a transaction. You are binding energy, sealing an agreement, and programming reality with your identity. The language of checks and signatures reveals how financial systems rely on ritual more than math. Why signatures hold power. From the earliest days of literacy, signatures marked authority. A king's seal validated decrees. A scribe's mark authenticated scripture. A merchant's name on parchment guaranteed goods. Without that sign, paper was meaningless. With it, fortunes moved, laws shifted, and destinies changed. This is not just history. Today, entire economies still hinge on signatures. Mortgages, employment contracts, business deals, nothing activates until the signature arrives. We may think of signatures as legal requirement, but deeper down, they are talismans of consent. They transform possibility into reality. Your name is not neutral. In every tradition, names are spells. To know a name was to hold power over a person. That's why secret names, sacred names, and initiation names exist. When you sign your name, you are offering that personal power as collateral. The paper becomes binding because your identity is imprinted on it. The check as a spell. Think of the design of a check. A rectangle of paper covered with numbers, words, and symbols. Boxes, lines, and blanks awaiting inscription. At the bottom, a signature transforms it from scrap paper into currency. The ritual is exact. You write the amount in numbers. You write the same amount in words. You date it, anchoring it in time. You address it to a recipient. You sign your name, sealing the act. That structure mirrors magical scripts, intention written, duplicated for clarity, set in time, directed to a target, and sealed with power. The check is literally a spell form, encoded in finance. Names as energetic contracts. When you sign your name, you aren't just proving identity. You are binding your energetic field to the agreement. Why do banks demand your signature instead of just your initials? Because the full sweep of your hand carries vibrational imprint. Handwriting analysis, or graphology, has long been used to assess personality. The way you sign, sharp or flowing, large or small, upward or downward slanting, is a fingerprint of your energy. A signature is both unique and repeatable, a blend of identity and ritual. This is why forged signatures are treated as crimes of possession. To copy your name is to steal your power. In magical terms, it is identity theft at the most primal level, the history of seals and marks. Before signatures, seals carried the same function. Ancient kings pressed rings into wax, leaving imprints as sacred marks. These seals were believed to carry the soul of authority. Destroying or stealing a seal was like stealing the ruler's voice. In medieval Europe, illiterate peasants signed contracts with an X, a cross as both mark and prayer. That symbol bound them legally and spiritually, even without literacy. Their hand was their consent, their mark, their fate. Today's signatures are direct descendants of those seals. They continue the lineage of binding agreements through personal marks of power. Checks as magical scripts in modern life. Think about how people use checks in rituals of manifestation today. Many practitioners write abundance checks at new moons, filling out checks to themselves, often drawn from a mock universe bank. They write amounts, sign them, and visualize the universe paying them back. The practice works because checks are already ritualized documents. Even fake ones carry symbolic weight, programming the subconscious to expect wealth. In everyday finance, signing checks has become rare in a digital world, but the symbolism persists in e-signatures, PIN codes, and digital confirmations. Clicking, I agree, or typing your name online is no less a ritual. The medium changes, the binding act remains. Language and power in contracts. Checks and signatures remind us that financial systems are built on language. A piece of paper becomes enforceable because of words and names. Without them, it's just paper. The power doesn't come from ink. It comes from belief in the spell of language. This is why contracts are so dense with specialized words. Legalese is a priesthood language, designed to control access. Just as ancient rituals used secret phrases to bind spirits, modern contracts use arcane wording to bind people. Your signature at the bottom affirms, I agree to this spell. Psychological mechanisms. Why does this matter in money magic? Because the subconscious mind treats your signature as serious business. When you sign something, your brain registers permanence. You have committed. This is why financial planners often encourage people to sign written goals. The act of signing anchors intention into reality. Checks and signatures also reveal the principle of repetition. Signing hundreds of small receipts trains your subconscious to equate your name with money flow. Every signature becomes a micro-ritual of exchange, reinforcing identity as a financial agent. Modern magic, practical use. If every signature is a spell, you can use it consciously. Money goals. Write financial intentions and sign them as you would a check. Signing turns wish into contract. Abundance checks. Create symbolic checks at new moons, sign to yourself for prosperity. Name power. When choosing how to sign, consider energy. Flowing signatures affirm ease, bold ones affirm authority. Business branding. Your name on products, logos, or contracts carries your energetic stamp. Treat it as sacred. By turning signatures into conscious acts, you shift them from routine paperwork to deliberate rituals of wealth. Connections. You already know why are autographs valuable? Because a signature embodies identity. A baseball with a star's autograph becomes priceless, even though the ink is ordinary. That value is magic at work. Belief encoded into handwriting. Why are forged checks so feared? Because they are unauthorized spells, binding agreements without true consent. It's not just fraud, it's sorcery gone wrong. Why do people practice handwriting affirmations? Because writing, especially signing, impresses the subconscious more strongly than thought alone. It is action embodied. The deeper lesson. Checks and signatures reveal the hidden ritual in everyday money. A check is not a slip of paper. It is a structured spell carrying intention, duplication, time, direction, and seal. A signature is not a scribble. It is your name, your spell, binding you to reality. When you treat these acts as sacred, you step into authorship. You stop seeing paperwork as drudgery and start seeing it as ritual architecture. The next time you sign your name, remember, you are casting a spell. The only question is, what exactly are you binding? Every signature is a spell. Write it with awareness. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Manifestation series, where we don't just talk about manifesting, we master it. Because let's be honest, manifestation has been watered down, reduced to vague quotes, mood boards, and empty promises. But you didn't come here to wish. You came here to build a reality that hits different. A reality that responds to your frequency, your language, your alignment, and your decision to stop playing small. This series is not fluff. It's physics, frequency, and fierce creative power. Inside the Manifestation series, you're going to learn how to collapse timelines, shift identities, and speak worlds into existence, just like the greatest minds in history. This isn't just about being positive. This is about being powerful. Here's what you unlock inside. Vision to reality, the vision board course. You've heard about vision boards, but you've never done them like this. This is a full energetic ritual, a precision-coded map for your subconscious, designed to bridge image, frequency, and strategy. It's not arts and crafts. It's blueprinting your future in visual form and turning it into matter. Time, quantum timelines, and why time isn't real. Manifestation doesn't take time. It takes alignment. In this module, I'll show you how time is just a mirror of energy and how to collapse timelines using choice, clarity, and vibration. Past, present, future, they're happening now. And when you know how to navigate time quantum style, you stop waiting and start receiving. Quantum jumping, instantly up level. Your next level life isn't years away. It's one decision away. In this training, you'll learn how to quantum jump, how to shift into a version of you that already has what you desire. This isn't fantasy. It's how high-performance creators, athletes, and spiritual masters leap beyond limits. Jump now. Land in power. Every word. The power of affirmations and spoken language. Words build worlds. In this course, I show you how to use affirmations like spell work, not just repeating empty mantras, but speaking with vibration, intention, and spiritual force. If you've ever felt like affirmations don't work, this will change everything. You'll learn to command your field, not just request from it. The greats, learning from the most exceptional minds in history. We're not the first to master this. In this legendary module, we decode the techniques, habits, and quantum genius of the world's most powerful manifestors, from ancient sages to modern icons. You'll learn how to think like the greats, move like the greats, and manifest like the greats. This isn't another feel-good series. This is a spiritual weapon, disguised as a manifestation course. It's made for leaders, cycle breakers, visionaries, and soul builders. You don't need another wish list. You need a system that teaches you how to bend reality. This is that system. So if you're ready to stop playing with potential and start creating results, welcome to your next level. The Manifestation series is open now. You know what to do. Let's build what they said was impossible and make it inevitable.